Now starting from the unboxing, the box comes with black, with Galaxy Buds Pro on top, the visuals of the buds in the middle, and the brand down below. Then at the back, there are some of the specs mentioned over there. Opening the box reveals a smaller black leaflet where on the outside there are the instructions on how to fit the earbuds in and the quick start guide as well. Down below there is a smaller black box which contains the USB-A to USB-C cable and the extra ear tips. First, let's look at the build quality. Looking at the charging case itself, it has the same form factor as the Buds Live, which I liked. With a plastic clamshell build, a compact form factor and the matte finish makes this a very complementary accessories of the Phantom Black version of the S21 Ultra in terms of aesthetics alone. Now besides being aesthetically nice, I've always preferred a matte finish case as it is less slippery than the glossy ones. Then the charging case is charged via a USB-C port at the back, and of course you can charge the earbuds inside at the same time. Now opening the charging case did not feel like it was cheap, as you'll need to put a bit more force into it, which was nice as this avoids situations where the cover might accidentally open by itself. Now I also like how the case closes quite strong where you don't have to put much force into it, where a single touch would do. Then the magnets that connects to the charging pin is quite strong, so it won't come off even when it's turned upside down like this. Which we had a similar problem when it comes to using the Buds Live. Then as for the earbuds itself, it is made of plastic to keep the earbuds nice and light, which also has a matte finish. But there was a glossy back where at first I was a bit worried whether or not it would be slippery as mentioned earlier, but since the inner parts of the earbuds had a matte finish, it wasn't an issue at all. Then there's also the pressure vent to ensure to relieve pressure when the earbuds are in your ears to maintain a comfortable wearing. Then the Buds Pro is also IPX7 water resistant, so no issues using this in a slightly raining situations or during working out as well. Now the overall fitting of the earbuds with the other smaller size ear tips fitted in nice when it comes to working out or even listening to music, so make sure that you get the right size of the ear tips for you to get the best experience when it comes to fitting audio and the ANC as well. And speaking of the fitting, I found that the earbuds rest at the bottom of the ears compared to where it was rested on top for the Buds Live. And yes, here is my usual hashtag Sawat mode test. So the initial pairing process is super simple. It has Bluetooth 5.0 and is compatible with both Android and iOS devices, where it will immediately go into the pairing mode as soon as you open up the charging case, even before taking the earbuds out, which was really sweet. Then in the future, it pairs with your phone immediately. Now just in case you guys want to pair the earbuds maybe to another phone, your PC or laptop, just press and hold the buttons in the middle for about 3 seconds to reinitiate pairing. Now based on my test, using these earbuds was totally fine on an iOS device or even a Mac, but you won't get a seamless pairing like how it was on Samsung devices, especially like the seamless auto switching, sharing audio with another Buds user, and of course there's no 360 sound or even reading out messages. More on that later, but as a true wireless earbuds, it works very well with those devices. Now as for playback controls, it is all done by pressing the button right at the middle of the earbuds, where this touch controls works for music and call mode as well. Now under the music playback, first clicking once plays or pauses the track on each side, pressing any one of the earbuds twice goes to the next track, and 3 times goes to the previous track again. And you can map the volume controls to put it as a touch and hold feature, where on the right it increases the volume and on the left it decreases the volume. Then looking at the control options when on a phone call, to answer a call just double tap the earbuds, and to decline a call touch and hold the touchpad, and to end the call double tap the touchpad again. Now let's talk about the overall sound quality. As tiny as it may seem, the Buds Pro has 2 speakers which is super nice to know, where one is an 11mm woofer and the other is a 6.5mm tweeter, where the overall audio quality was truly amazing. Now this dual driver surely gives a deep rich bass and a clean sound, especially when it comes to listening to rock or metal genre of music, as I felt that most earbuds, even the premium ones, does very well on pop and EDM music and sometimes jazz, but they usually fall short when it comes to rock or even metal music, and that was not the case, where every single instrument on the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro was heard, and the same could be said on the sound sampling for the other genre as well. I'm also happy to note there was no latency when it comes to watching videos on YouTube and also watching Netflix. Watching movies was really good, where usually earbuds in general tend to favor music listening as their priority. So it was nice that it had an amazing sound, especially when it comes to Dolby Atmos content on Netflix or any other streaming platforms. Now the earbuds also comes with a gaming mode, which was great, but as usual, when it comes to playing games, I don't really recommend using wireless earbuds during a competitive gameplay, but it was totally fine if you guys are a casual gamer like me. Now the Active Noise Cancellation, better known as the ANC, was good. Definitely better than the Buds Live, where I did see a huge difference, especially on the lower hums and more annoying constant sounds like a squeaky fan in the surrounding area that you're in. But where I really noticed the ANC was when I was playing music, where the music totally blocked out the background noise and everything felt like I was in a quiet room just listening to music directly into my ears. Now when I saw a huge improvement is when I was on ambient mode, when it was turned on. Everything around you seems to really amplify the sound as opposed to regular, yeah, I can hear my surrounding. It really sounded very loud. Then the voice detect feature does work very well for situations where I was in a lift. I said, after you, when the lift doors were open to let the person out first, and it immediately changed back to the ambient mode to really amplify the sound, where you can choose to go back to your music listening or ANC after 5, 10 or 15 seconds in the Galaxy Wearables app, but there were situations where it did not work as seamless as well. Now speaking of the app, diving deeper into the app, other than the battery indication, you can adjust additional settings like triggering the noise controls between Active Noise Cancellation, turning it off and ambient sound. You can also adjust the ANC level between high and low. Down there, you'll find the toggle of the voice detect feature and the duration set as mentioned earlier. Next, there's the touch and hold feature where I left it at volume controls. Then there are the EQ adjustments. Reading out notifications allowed, which I find it very handy when it comes to listening to the earbuds, especially when you're moving about when you get a message, which I find it very nice. Next, there's the advanced options like the 360 audio, where like the spatial audio technology or the Dolby hit tracking, where for example, if you guys are watching videos on the S21 series or any One UI version 3.1 device, if you move your head, the audio will change according to its directions of the phone, which I find it very nice and addictive at the very same time. And I think it's very nice there is the hearing enhancement options to give a more balance on the right or even on the left for some people who have hearing problems on either side. Then there's also the toggle for the gaming mode. Then there's the Find My Buds feature and other general options as well. Next, looking at the call quality on the microphones. Firstly, it has 3 microphones, 2 on the outer and 1 inner microphone, where the microphone quality was really good during phone calls and video calls. Now there's also the additional noise reduction for both sides. There's also the windshield technology audio, where it was just not a fancy name as it really worked very well. And here is a quick microphone test.
Alright, this is a microphone test, and this is without a fan blowing right in front of my face, as I have the Dyson Pure Cool Me. Now I have the Dyson Pure Cool Me turned on, so this is another microphone test with the fan blowing right in front of my face. Next, this is a voice simulation with the coffee shop sounds. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. And here is another test in a train ride situation. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
Now as for battery, I got about 4 hours and 45 minutes. With the charging case, I got about 17 plus hours. Now a 5-minute quick charge could get you up to an hour of playback with ANC turned off, but about 30 minutes plus with ANC turned on. There's also wireless charging, and you can also use the wireless power share feature on your Galaxy phones which support that. Now in conclusion, Samsung has given yet another improvement to really make a pro earbuds with a lot of thought in mind to include many great features. When it comes to the overall usage of the earbuds, noise cancellation was very justified compared to the Buds Live. Microphone quality is truly amazing.